Beautiful beings. My name is Brooke, and today I'm going to be leading you through I would say, a pretty quick little yoga flow to calm down the nervous system and ease stress and anxiety if you have been experiencing any. Right now, I'm outside in my backyard by this beautiful tree, so I'm sorry if you hear any background noise. If you want to go ahead, we'll just start today's practice in an easy seat. So, something that I want to acknowledge, and I like to acknowledge before I begin teaching, is that ultimately this is your practice. I am simply the person guiding you through it. But that doesn't mean that if something IQ doesn't feel good in your body, that you should not listen to your own body. So, with that said, please always feel free to do whatever feels good for you. If that means coming down to a child's pose, taking a rest, I am so all for it and encouraging that. All right, so we'll begin today's practice in an easy seat. And if you guys see me today picking things off of my mat, there are ants all over my mat. So that's what I'm doing. So we're going to begin today with alternative nostril breathing. So if you've never interacted with alternative nostril breathing before, what we're going to do is we are going to, I'm just going to make sure I'm live and everything is good. Yeah, okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your right hand and you're going to bring you can bring your pointer finger and your middle finger in, kind of making like a hang loose, except for your ring finger and your thumb are out. Or you can use your pinky and your thumb and actually come into a full hang loose. I have like flexibility issues with my fingers. Maybe not an issue, but like what feels better for me is taking like 2 fingers, my middle and my thumb. You really just need 2 fingers. What we're going to do is we're going to inhale in our right nostril, exhale out of our left nostril. Pause, retain the breath. Inhale in our right nostril. Pause, retain the breath. Exhale from our left nostril. So this really helps to calm down the nervous system and just really help us center and find our sense of ease within us. So let's go ahead and take an inhale to begin. Exhale to release. Go ahead and get your hand ready in position. Blow out all of the air in your nose. And take an inhale through your right nostril. Pause and retain the breath. Now plug your right nostril and exhale out of your left nostril. Aim to make your exhales a little bit longer than your inhales. Plug the left nostril, inhale through the right nostril. Pause and retain breath. Exhale through the left nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Pause and retain your breath. Exhale through the left nostril. Take a couple rounds of this on your own now. If any thoughts are rising up, just return to the breath. The breath is a guide to help us calm the mind. The thoughts are speaking to us, we can use the breath to recenter and come back to this present moment. Take a couple more rounds of your alternative nostril breathing. Finish this last round. And now place your hands on your knees and come to just a simple, easy seat. Just noticing whatever sensations and feelings are arising within you. And just letting the breath be easeful. Now bring your hands to your heart, Anjali Mudra. Just take a moment to really acknowledge yourself for showing up today on your mat. For showing up to ease maybe some anxiety or stress you were experiencing, to calm the mind, chitta vritti, to find your center. When we take the time to calm our mind, to come back to our essence, we can let go of more and more of the ego and really remember who we truly are and come into contact with who we truly are. And who we truly are is peace, eternal peace. And we always have access to that peace that is within us, no matter what is happening in our external reality, no matter what is happening in our internal reality. We always have access to a state of pure awareness and internal peace whenever we need it. And that's the process of yoga. The practice really is to come back into communion with that pure awareness, that pure part of us that is always in peace, that is never judgmental, that is compassionate and loving, that is within all of us. Maybe take a moment to set an intention for your practice. What brought you to your mat today? What brought you to connect to your body, your heart, your mind, and your spirit today on your mat? If nothing comes up, don't even worry about it. If something does come up, just acknowledge and observe it. And now use the breath to solidify that intention. Inhale. Exhale. Open the eyes, and we're just going to go ahead and take some lateral arm raises as we inhale. Arms come up, meet in at the top of the head. Exhale, bring them to the heart center. Inhale, raise the arms up at your sides. Exhale, bring them to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. Now this time, inhale, raise the arms up. And exhale, take a twist to the right. Taking your left hand behind you. Inhaling, lengthen the spine. Exhale, dream into the twist. Really using the core and not really using the arms to push into the twist, but really using the strength from the core, also through the back body to get us into our twist. Inhale to center. Exhale. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, take that same twist on the left side. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale to journey into your twist. Inhale to center. All right, so now we're going to take eagle arms. So go ahead and put you're gonna hook your right arm under your left elbow and hands can come together. If this is too much for you, you can just go ahead and you can grab all turn opposite shoulder, opposite shoulder blades. Or if it is just all in all, you're not feeling it today, you can just bring hands to heart. All right, but if you would like to do eagle arms, just go ahead and hook this right arm wrap it, and you're going to connect at the palms. Raise up, broaden out through the chest. Inhale, breathing in. Making sure to lift out through the elbows. And if you would like, go ahead and take this into a forward fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arms down at the sides. Now take a bind in the back of your body, clasping the arms by the back, broadening out through your chest. Inhale, pulling the palms down, the fingers rooting down. Sorry, that air conditioning that just turned on, so sorry if it's a little harder to hear me. All right. Exhale, come out, and take eagle arms on the left side. So this time your left arm is hooking under. Inhale, reaching the elbows up, pushing them out. Exhale into a forward fold if you so choose. Inhale to raise up. Exhale. Take the arms out. Take your arms again, clasp behind the back, and this time bring your left thumb on top of the right, so you're switching the clasp. You can also bring your left pointer finger on top of the right too. Inhale to broaden out through the chest, rooting the palms down the back body, pulling the chest up through. And exhale to release. Okay, now we're going to come to all fours, tabletop position. And there's a bunch of hands on the mat. All right, so when we get to all fours, really making sure to press out of the palms, press out of the feet, finding a neutral spine, so we don't want it dipping down. Don't want it arching too high. Taking the shoulders down the back body. On an inhale, we will find our cow. And on an exhale, we're going to reach out through the tailbone, round the back body, push out through the hands, and find our cow. Now this time on our cow, it's going to be a little bit different because we are going to exercise a little bit of our throat chakra. Our throat chakra is connected to our sense of expression, our sense of feeling confident in our abilities to speak our truth. And it is tied to sometimes feeling anxious. So sometimes if your throat chakra is out of balance, you might be experiencing some anxiety. So rooting down, clamping down through the palms. On an inhale, I'm going to take my cow and I'm going to do lion's breath. I'm sorry. On an exhale, I'm going to take my cow and I'm going to do lion's breath. So inhale, exhale, lion's breath. Inhale, take a breath. Exhale, lion's breath. Inhale to your back. Exhale, lion's breath. All right, come back down to a child's pose. Connecting to the root chakra, grounding down to the earth. Our root chakra is also an energetic center within the body that, if out of balance, can bring up anxiety within our beings. So when we take this time to really ground down to the earth, we can bring more balance and stabilize our anxiety. Before we come up to downward facing dog, go ahead and flip through to a seat and come into a seated cobbler's pose. And I just really quickly want to do a little bit of foot massaging, really just stimulating the arches, coming up through the toes, just doing whatever feels good. Our feet are how we stand upright and can exist in this world, how we get from point A to Z, wherever we go. And they are what moves us. They are what grounds us in our human experience. So just stimulating them, stimulating the root chakra, rubbing on the feet, maybe even going up into the exhales, giving some attention, some love to our calves. Alrighty. Now we're going to come back through. We're going to come up and back to downward facing dog, walking out the dog, bending the knees, again, really rooting down through the feet, rooting down through the hands as if they're an extension of our bodies going into the earth. Making sure that we are not letting our shoulders really pinch up to our ears, but just allowing them to decompress and wrap around the upper ribs. And you can try doing this by rotating the biceps out, or I guess into your body and out to your surroundings. All right, go ahead and slowly walk up to the top of your mat. Take a forward fold and just really let everything go. Just let all of the tension go. Really just let the neck go. Shake it out. Rock back and forth. Maybe grab the elbows, the opposite elbows. Ground down through your feet. Just let go of any tension. Let go of any stress. Let go of mental chatter. Remembering that within us is always a deep inner stillness and a deep inner peace that we can access whenever we need it. Whenever you're ready, slowly roll up to your Tadasana. Head is the last thing to arrive. Just wanting to make sure that I'm still recording. Sweet. All right, we're in Tadasana. Rooting down through the feet. Really making sure that everything is aligned so that our knees are stacked over our ankles, our pelvis is in a neutral position, our shoulders are over our pelvis, our ears are over our shoulders. Our head is not reaching too far back, it's not punching over forward, but is in line with the shoulders. Really pressing out through the feet, rooting down, just finding a moment to find some ease. center the mind, the body, the heart within this present moment. All right. Now we're going to do a little bit of eagle play. So what we're going to do is, if eagle is, again, not really what you're feeling today, you can just feel free to, you don't have to go into the full expression of the posture. You can just do one cross around your leg. If you are wanting to do a little bit of eagle play, what you'll do is you will hook your leg over your, we'll start with the right leg, sorry. Hook your right leg over the left, rooting down through your left leg. And then if you want, you can just go ahead and wrap your toes around your left calf. Then we'll go ahead and sink into the expression, hooking our right arm under our left arm, finding your focal point, finding your drishti, bending at the knees to sink down into the posture. Returning to the breath, what stabilizes the mind, what stabilizes the heart, and what stabilizes the body. Can't embrace the wobbles. Don't take yourself too seriously. I'm on a little bit of a hill right now, so I'm having a little bit of wobble balance, falling out of it, but that's really the true yoga, is when you're falling out of something and you're just surrendering to that fall. All right, whenever you're ready, whatever position you're in, if you're falling out, if you're fully standing up, just go ahead, try to slowly come out of the expression. Awesome, beautiful job, you guys. Shake it all out. Don't take yourself too seriously. And we're gonna step out to wide-legged. And go ahead and grab your hips and slowly hinge at the hips to take a wide-legged forward fold. Your hands can be rooted down on the earth in front of you. They can be in line with the arches of your feet, or they can be behind your back. I'm taking mine behind my back because that just feels really good for me today. So do whatever feels good for you. Really grounding down in this posture. This posture is so grounding. It's just a total surrender. Really, really stretching out the legs and our hamstrings and our calves. And, just allowing the neck to release and go. All right, so now everybody will go ahead and meet back where your hands are going to be under your shoulders. And we're going to walk over to our right leg. And we're going to come into a pyramid pose. So go ahead and once you're in the expression, find a flat back on inhale and exhale. Fold into your pyramid. The back foot, you can, I stepped mine up a little bit if that feels better for you. And also you can turn it at a 45-degree angle so that it is facing the left corner of your mat. And just find your breath here, coming back to your focus, coming back to this present moment. You are connected, you are safe, you are whole. And in this moment, you are okay. Spin the left heel a bit more out and widen the legs if you need to, and we're going to move into a triangle pose. So push back through the hips a bit more. Take the right palm, you can also have a block under you if you need it, and take the right palm and just going ahead and letting it rest on the calf. And on an inhale, reach out through your left hand, making sure that your shoulders are in line with each other. Your wrist is stacking over your shoulders. You can be looking up or looking down. And then whenever you're ready, we're gonna launch off and take a half moon. Just gonna move my camera a bit. So we're still in triangle. What we're gonna do is bend into that front knee, plant the right, or go on to take the right hand above the right foot, above the right toes, and launch off, rounding into that right rooted standing leg. Again, shoulders are stacked over each other. Foot is slightly pointed down. Your hip is externally rotated, but it's not so externally rotated that you're coming out like this. Your toes are slightly pointing down to the mat. Really reaching out through the posture, not making sure not to fall into the back body or to, should I say, shorten the front body. Option to take Chapasana here, grabbing on the left toes, pushing out through the chest, reaching it up to the sky. Embracing the wobbles, embracing the balance. A part of releasing anxiety and stress is to just not take life so seriously. I'm all over the place wobbling today, and that's totally okay. That's just where I am today. There's nothing wrong with wobbles. Stepping back into a bent knee and take an extended side angle, reaching the left arm over the left ear, keeping the fingers closed so we're not breaking this kinetic line of energy that's running from the heel to the tip, the left heel to the tip of our left fingers, and reaching up our heart to the side. Breathing here. On an exhale, come back into your forward, wide-legged forward fold. On an inhale, bring your hands to your hips. Slowly roll it up. Turn your left toes so they're facing the front of your mat. Step up to your Tadasana. Great job, everybody. We're going to do that same thing on our left side, and then we're going to cool it down. All right, so we're gonna find eagle pose with the left side. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and hook your left leg around the right and hook the toes around the right calf, finding your eagle arms, hooking the left arm under the right, and reaching out through your elbows. Finding your breath, finding your drishti, a focal point. Something to point your awareness to. Something that isn't moving. Sinking down in the posture, bending at the knees. Come up to standing and take wide-legged stance. Take your hands to your hips, hinge at the hips first, and that is what brings you down to a forward fold. Take whatever wide-legged forward fold feels good for you today. I'm just like finding a bit of play here, bending into each of my knees, wiggling it all out. Whenever you're ready, turn the left toes out. Turn at a 45-degree angle, pointing up to the right corner of your mat and finding your triangle pose. If I said triangle, I meant pyramid. I think I said triangle, so I meant pyramid. Sorry, guys. Breathing into this, letting the neck go. And whenever you're ready, step out a bit, turn the feet a bit more out, and find your triangle pose. Making sure to stack the shoulders over one another, reaching out through the heart and the chest, making sure to not dip out of it. And then whenever you're ready, take your left fingertips near your left toes and launch off into your half moon. Perhaps extending the top arm up, bringing the chest to face the right side of whatever room, area you are in. Grab the right foot, and if you want to take Japasana, and push that foot into your right hand, opening out through the chest. Coming back to your breath. The mind can make itself seem like it's incredibly powerful, but you are the breath, and you and your essence and your peaceful, easeful self. That's the most powerful thing that could ever exist. All right, whenever you're ready, step it back. Take an extended side angle pose. You're strong, you are fierce. Plant the hands down, turn the feet to face the front of the mat, and whenever you're ready, take a step forward. Forward fold. Halfway lift. I'm taking airplane arms. You can do whatever halfway lift feels best for you. Forward fold, Tadasana. Take the hands down to your mat, step it back to a downward facing dog. We're just about to cool it down, you guys, so take your downward dog, and then whenever you are ready, lower down through the knees and take a child's pose. Breathing into your child's pose, calming down the breath, the heart rate, getting any wiggles out. Perhaps rocking the forehead on the ground, stimulating the third eye. Walk your hands up. Flip back. Take a seat. And lower down to the back. Just gonna really quickly adjust my camera to make sure y'all can see me. Coming back to the back, and we are gonna take a waterfall pose, reaching the legs up. If you would like, you can put a block under your sacrum. Regulating the nervous system, stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system. This is what helps us rest, restore, digest, renew ourselves. Hug your knees into your chest. We're going to take a few rounds of bridge pose. Inhale, plant your palms, and inhale to raise your hips into your bridge. Raise the arms over your head, and on an exhale,
exhale, lower everything down and slowly, like rain, trickle down the arms at the sides. Inhale, raising the hips and the arms up. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, raise the arms, the hands, the hips up. Stretch into the full expression of your back bend. Exhale to lower down. We're going to take a reclined cobbler's pose. Just releasing everything fully into the mat. Relaxing, restoring, and renewing. Whenever you're ready, we extend out through the legs and come into your Shavasana. Take any other posture that will help you round out your practice if you need it. Perhaps take a half baby, hugging the knees into the chest, maybe to round out the back and the spine from your cobra pose. And then take a final inhale and exhale to release everything down into your mat. Letting it all go. There's absolutely nothing that you need to do here. In this position, you can fully relax. I will call you out when it is time. Patanjali, he wrote the first sacred text that described the practice of yoga, called the Yoga Sutras. And in these sutras, Patanjali outlines the practice of yoga. And in the first couple of sutras, he talks about how when he talks about how the practice of yoga stills the mind, and when the mind is still, when the mind is calm, then we can interact with pure awareness, with our true being. The observer, the pure awareness, that peaceful, easeful part of us, can fully be in what it is. Your true self can come into its full expression. And that is the practice of yoga. this work that you just did on your mat, that is getting you closer and closer to that community, your peaceful self. Closer and closer, and also it's allowing you to communicate with your peaceful self, really, is what it really is. And it's helping us practice to train the mind to let go of our resistances and to liberate our beings and ourselves so that we can remain in love. Whenever you're ready, slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes to come out of your shavasana. Slowly blink the eyes, open and closed. If you would like to remain in your shavasana, please feel free to do so. There is absolutely no rush. If you are ready, you can roll on to whatever side feels best, coming into a fetal position and just resting there. Whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and push yourself up and find an easy seat. Bringing the hands to the heart, closing out your practice. Absolutely beautiful work today, yogis. I am so proud of you, and the fact that you showed up on your mat today to connect deeper within yourself in moments of anxiety and worry, to come back to that essence, your purest form, the truest reflection, the truest aspect of you. Inhale one last time, and exhale to bow the hands, to bow the head to the hands. Namaste, yogis. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Bye.